The name of our movie is Kuleana.
Okay.
Kuleana in Hawaiian means responsibility. Responsibility is not a burden, it's an honor amongst Native Hawaiian people. What's interesting about our movie is they haven't had a Hawaiian movie play in Hawaii in 10 years.
Wow.
And the reason for that is they felt that there wasn't a market for that. Well, boy, I'll tell you what, now that we have diversity, it's all changing.
Okay.
And we've been very successful. We've got wonderful honors, and I'm just really happy to be here. Look at all these people getting their stories, a voice to get that kind of culture out there. It's wonderful.
That's my last question. What is the significance of bringing this film to LA Asian Pacific Film Festival?
Well, number one, it's not easy to get in, right? Number two, we're a good movie, man. So, I mean, I don't want to blow smoke up the chimney, but I want to say we got a good film here. We were able to make a film. You know, we're not a studio picture.
Yeah.
So you got to really work hard, and you really want to tell the story. We got a wonderful director down there, Brian Kwong, and we have a Native Hawaiian lead, and we got another. This is a movie that have Native Hawaiians in there. And what I wanted to say was, it's important because the world as a whole needs to have love. Aloha is not just a word; it's a part of your being. It's part of your breath. And if they see our movie, they're able to walk away from anything like that, you're going to walk away with some aloha.
Yeah.
And you're going to share it and you're going to spread it. Because, man, if we keep going in the same direction we're going right now, we're all in trouble. We all got to love each other.
So, for my fans, what film are you bringing to the festival?
It's called Sheen, which means heart in Mandarin.
And then what is it about?
It's about a woman who's grappling with losing her mother after being her caretaker for years, and then dealing with her grief and also possible hauntings that she thinks may be telling her to kill her father.
And how does this celebrate the LA Asian Pacific Film Festival with this film?
Well, the cast and the writer and the producer. I'm an Asian person, and I believe in equal representation, and I see that there's a dearth of it. So to me, that this festival is really amazing because it's highlighting that work of all kinds, horror, film, horror, drama, comedy, can come from this community. So it's very important to me.
Before you enjoy the evening, I just want to ask one last question. What is your perception about Asian talents in Hollywood? Are we still underused, or are we going to be making it big out there in this year?
Luckily, there's Crazy Rich Asians coming out very soon, but we need to go out more. There's a ways to go. And I would like to say that Asians is a very broad term, and there's so many cultures and peoples. And, you know, there was an article recently that said, like, South Asians are taking over pilot season, and it was just kind of like, so we've solved.
I've heard that so many times.
We have not solved diversity. Yeah.
And you know, and also a diversity in the stories that we tell, and and not just on camera but behind camera as well. Yeah.
Inclusivity is the word that we'd like to say, and I think that Asians could be included more.
Yeah.
I'm playing the part. I'm the HBO ambassador this year for Asian Americans, so it's really exciting. For their APA Visionaries, which is tomorrow night.
Now, talk a bit about working with HBO and how are they in championing diversity in their talents?
They're doing a great job championing. I mean, obviously, I'm on a show that is championing diversity, women of color, stories that haven't been told before, and HBO just does a really good job with outreach, with its different programs that it has with the directors and the writers coming in. And they are just really out there looking and searching very hard for talent, which I applaud. It's amazing.
So that's the solution, behind the camera and in front of the camera, right? We need more. Yeah.
Definitely. I think it all starts behind the camera. You needed to start with the writer. You need to start with agencies and managers taking on clients, women of color. I think that's really important because I know that a lot of what's happening right now is staffing season is happening for TV shows. And they're like, well, there aren't any women of color on your rosters. And they're out there. And maybe they don't have representation, but they need to get representation to get put into the pipeline. So, I mean, it even starts with women of color agents and managers, to be honest. Yeah.
So, for my last question, what can we expect from Insecure?
Oh, I can't say anything.
No.
I'm not allowed to say anything. I will just say that we got y'all is back.
Oh,
So
okay.
Issa's office family, no matter how shady they are,
Alright.
we are back in action.
Are you bringing a film this year, or?
I don't have a film here. I've got friends who've got films here, but I'm here with couple of sponsoring organizations, Directors Guild and SAG-AFTRA.
So, for my fans, talk about the significance about celebrating diversity and Asian filmmaking.
Oh, I think it's, right now is an amazing time for Asian American, Asian Pacific filmmakers. You come to this festival or the number of festivals around the country and see the work that we're doing. The level is just top tier, and I think our stories are starting to break out now. More and more we have, actors and talent behind the camera doing mainstream network studio films. So it all starts here with independent films and with organizations like Visual Communications. So I'm thrilled that we have this kind of support in LA.
Now, last question. I know as Asians, we're looking forward to the one Asian representation film that's coming out this year from the WB, Crazy Rich Asians.
Crazy Rich Asians.
I know we're still underrepresented. So what do you think the solution's out there?
Oh, just keep doing our work. You look at John M. Chu's whole spectrum of work he's been doing for years. He didn't just appear and do Crazy Rich Asians. He was working hard since his days at USC. And he positioned himself by doing great work to be the director when Crazy Rich Asians came along. And how fortunate we are there's a Chinese-American director to do that. The same way we had Wayne Wang do, in a place where he could helm the Joy Luck Club. Now, 25 years between films is too much, but I'm sure it's not going to be that long anymore, because we have other A-list directors now. We could never say that before. I mean, on studio A-list, billion-dollar box office directors. So it's a great time for all of us. But I think the indie films, like you see here, are also really key, because that's where our new crop of filmmakers are starting out, and all of the filmmakers that are working at the highest level now all started out in indie films, and they can tell you how important festivals like VC Film Festival are. So I'm happy to be here. I think it's going to be a great week.
Involved in many different organizations within the film and television industry, i.e. I was a governor, two-time governor at the TV Academy, and I was a national board of directors of Screen Actors Guild, national board of directors of AFTRA, and then now that they're merged together to be the AFTRA, SAG-AFTRA
That's right.
union, right?
That's right.
So beyond that, I've had my blessed career being in Big Trouble in Little China and Golden Child and Angel Town.
That's right.
So,
Big Trouble. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
so we have to fight for our hip hop rights.
Right.
Get gangsta and mean, right? So
I love it. Yeah, it's okay. Just one deep question. I support the decision of expelling Roman Polanski and Bill Cosby from the membership. What's your reaction with that decision?
Well, just a brief overview, not to get extremely political, but I retweeted that today because I am a member of the Motion Picture Academy, and these particular individuals have been convicted of, crimes of sexual assault, exactly. So, and then with Polanski, he was convicted of child molestation. So, that being said, there's no one there to protect the innocent. There was no one there to protect the women, no one to speak out to their voice. And now, with a peer that is of their own peers, have convicted these people, and they deserve that code of conduct to it's finally happening that the film and television industry are being supportive of the women in general. And it's not just a movement, it is about human rights and human condition and caring for each other and showing that compassion, as opposed to out there being a male chauvinist, misogynistic person.
I saw the synopsis. I haven't screened the film yet. So what's it like working with John Cho and all these creative talents?
Oh man, John Cho is awesome. I'm so lucky and blessed to have worked with him, of all people, on my first feature film. John is incredibly talented, he's smart, he's creative, he's quick on his feet, and I got to, just bounce off of all of that while I was working with him. So
now, without spoiling too much, what's your role in this film?
I play his daughter who goes missing that they're searching for. So yeah.
You're the main subject.
Ah.
So we can't spoil on where she is. You can't spoil any details.
No.
That's the key ingredient of the film. I got you.
Yeah.
So talk a bit about Asian Pacific Film Festival. The significance of bringing your film to this festival.
I think it's super cool and super awesome because, well, first of all, this is our first hometown screening in LA.
Yeah.
And it's cool because I'm Asian. The film has Asians.
I'm Asian too.
We're in LA.
Yeah.
It's playing at the LA Asian Pacific Film Festival. And it's cool to be around people who care about bringing diversity to media and having a society that reflects, having our screen and our cast being cast by people who reflect the society. So I think that's a good thing, and I think it's a worthwhile cause, and I'm so proud to be here. I'm proud to be Asian. I'm proud to be here. Yeah.
It's incredibly important to have a support like this because this is a story about an Asian American family, and we want to make sure that that part of the story stays true and it resonates with our community.
Back to searching. I'm not going to ask you where the 16-year-old went.
Okay.
But if you were in the foot or in the shoes of John Cho's character, would you do the same? Would you snoop to find out where you are?
Yes, of course, 100%. He loses his daughter.
Ah.
You do whatever it takes.
No privacy.
No privacy. If you put it online, there's no privacy.
Oh, it's out there.
It's out there.
Last question. What can we do as Asian talents, Asian community, to get more representation in the Hollywood business?
Just support. Come out, spread the word, tell everybody, get a group of people, get a group of like 50 people to go watch the movie. Please do. And basically, and then, if you have a chance, tell your own story.
Yeah.
Like, get a camera and tell your own story.
I think there needs to be more than just one Crazy Rich Asians movie, right?
Yes, but it's a good start. I mean, I think the film's going to do great, and we should all go and support and watch it. I'm going to. And I hope that there are many more to come.